bing, bada boom. All right, so here we are for another one of my streams. I do have to apologize for the last one being a little bit low in energy. I was kind of happier earlier on that day when I thought I could get some extra stuff done, more than I usually would, and when I found out that I was even technologically limited in that sense, it's a little bit of a bummer. I thought I would do like a little consolation stream, and then I was so out of it, I was like, nah, man, it's time to go. And Voss is here. No, Voss, the stream is not about alcohol. It is 10:45 in the morning. So I don't even know what time it is in Cali, but Jesus Christ, mate. That being said, this is a non-alcoholic product. It's a coffee. I put coffee. Yeah, it's not Jack Daniels in my coffee. It is physically Jack Daniels coffee. So essentially, my brother saw this at the grocery store, and he mentioned that there was Jack Daniels coffee, and I'm not gonna lie to you, from just years of alcoholism, I acquired an actual taste for, sugary sweet American whiskey. That caramel Jack Daniels flavor was one of my favorite whiskeys. I can't say which of my whiskeys is my favorite, because that would be like saying which of my children is my favorite, as horrifying as that is. But when I found out they had coffee flavored like Jack Daniels, I was like, I literally always said if they had made a soft drink flavored Jack Daniels flavor, I would drink it. So this is the closest that we're going to get. I'm not usually a coffee guy, but I think my sensitivity to caffeine has been going up as I've been bulking. I've been lifting a lot, and I've been eating oatmeal in the morning with nanners and peanut butter cut into it, and that usually gives me enough energy. Like right now, I'm running on no caffeine, and I realize now that I can see it, how it's either that either my shit is crooked, or the lady who cut my hair who gave me the buzz, maybe she was on Jack Daniel, maybe she had a few drinks, because criminy, now I realize just like by looking down, well, no one's perfectly symmetrical, least of all me. Anyway, so Jack Daniels was one of my favorite while I was drinking, and so I thought I would give the coffee a try. Like I said, I'm not usually a coffee guy, but as of recent, I felt like I've had enough energy just after the oatmeal, and when I slam an energy drink on top of that with 160 milligrams of caffeine in it, it's giving me just my left hand. It's fine now, but my left hand would be palsying, and I feel kind of paranoid, like when I first quit drinking, and I don't understand where that's coming from, but I was in class yesterday, and I literally wanted to ask the teacher if I could start doing push-ups, because I was just like, I literally wanted to stop him and say, bro, I am listening to you, but I literally just need to do this just to keep from losing my mind for some reason, which is not a good look. So I'm wondering if that's just maybe my body doesn't need that much more caffeine anymore. I don't know. So I decided maybe we'll switch to coffee. Thankfully, I have a day off, and today I am going to be going climbing later in the afternoon, and then probably for a hike tomorrow. So it's going to be a good fucking weekend. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to try Jack Daniels number 7. For those of you who don't know, Jack Daniels was Jack Daniels was partnered up with a man called George Dickel, I think? Yeah, George Dickel. And he made Dirty Dickel whiskey. And what do I mean when I say that? The number 7 comes from, like, the many different formulas that they tried when they were originally trying to, like, pat down their, the formula that they wanted, the flavor, the texture, whatever the hell. And number 7 was Jack Daniels. When they divorced for some reason, they both kept one of the... and number 7 turned out to be Jack Daniels. Number 13 was George Dickel's. If you ever get a chance to try George Dickel's number 13, don't. Because it is the only whiskey I've ever dumped down the drain. It was fucking awful. But God, the buzz was great. I remember I was watching The Shining. Don't you ever go in 237, Doc. And I'm just sitting there going... just because it was so bad. They're like, oh, it tastes like barbecue. No, it tastes like rotten, dirty Dickel barbecue. It's fucking disgusting. And this is coming from someone who loves the taste of actual, American bourbon. Other great runner-ups would be Buffalo Trace. If gun to my head, favorite I love Jack Daniels for its Glock. It is the all around Glock, that like the standard issue, M1A1 of American bourbon, but Bullet and Bullet Rye. But then again, Wild Turkey though, that Wild Turkey. So anyway, let's take a look at the. And then, by the way, this is not the entire strain. This is just something I felt like talking about, and I'm going to have coffee. And I haven't even had any caffeine today, so. You got the front there. See if there's any ASMR in there. Ooh, there actually might be. Let's try the sides again. Yeah, there you go. That's good shit. I hope that gives you buzz. I hope it gives you a good ASMR buzz. So. Yeah. Made with authentic Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey, 100% ground Arabica, which I'm assuming means it's quality coffee. I've heard that the Arabians make some of like the strongest coffee in the world. Ingredients: 100% Arabica coffee and natural artificial flavors, Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey. But then it below reminds you this product is non-alcoholic. Maybe they just distilled the alcohol out and kept the fusel oils and they added it into the coffee. Every drop of Jack Daniels. Do I have the hat? Oh, fuck it. Fuck it. You know what we have to do. You know what must be done, son. Oh my god. That is heinous. I never realized how big on my head it looked. Christ. Every drop of Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey is made in Lynchburg, Tennessee, at America's oldest registered distillery. The folks there still use the same care and methods that Jack Daniels established back in 1866. The commitment to quality, along with the unique charcoal mellowed flavor, has led Jack Daniels' fame around the world. A simple reminder that quality and responsibility never go out of style. Yeah! There you go. That's the closest to crazy tea that you're gonna get from me. Go back on the freaking hat rack. So, I have it here in my little camper cup. It is probably still boiling hot, and I didn't really put anything into it. I didn't want to adulterate the flavor, and also I don't have anything. I don't have cream. What the fuck makes you think that I keep these? I don't keep, like accoutrements. I don't have mustard or mayonnaise in my house. There's some Fight Club shit up in here. Well, I made it weak. Let's put it that way. It did remind me to use 1 tablespoon per 8 ounces, and I think I made 14 ounces with 1 tablespoon, so it's definitely diluted. Doesn't taste like Jack Daniels. A little bit. You can get a little bit of that taste in there. All right. Let's do the dangerous thing and check some of the fucking comments here. Well, at least we have 17 viewers, even though YouTube is not receiving enough to maintain smooth streaming, and as such, viewers will experience bump. Hey, it's Patrick. He's here too. Princess Ruby says, "What's up?" I don't know, Princess. Wait, what am I thinking of? Well, excuse me, Princess. There you go. There's your fucking memes. Patrick says, "Hey-o." Voss says it's 7:47 a.m. where I'm at. Christ, mate. Princess Ruby says 6 p.m. here. Time for food soon. Patrick says almost 5 p.m. here. Patrick, I'm watching something German right now. It's dark. No, I'm not saying it's dark. In fact, so far it's not been all that dark. I mean, sort of dark. The show is literally called Dark. I've been trying to get into it because it gave me kind of stalker feels when I watched the Netflix trailer for it. I would usually have no problem with something being foreign, but all the characters, like all the adolescent males, look the fucking same. It's like, hey, here you go. Here's an adolescent German male with a mop top, and he's blonde. And I'm like, can we give some of them like a skateboard or a hoodie so I can tell that nope. And they all speak the same fucking language, and they all sound the goddamn same. It's literally that thing from Family Guy where it's like, and now back to our political discussion with Ray Romano and Kermit the Frog, and it's like, well, here, listen to, hey, listen here. Well, no, you see, listen here. And it's just, they all sound the goddamn same. I literally had that same kind of problem with Uncharted, with Strafe or Drafe or the main villain from number 4, plus Sam Drake, plus Nathan Drake, all kind of have similar look and similar sound. So, like, when they're all running together and talking, I'm just like, who's talking right now? Hopping Madman says, oh my, oh my, oh hell yes, you gotta put on that party dress. I fucking love what's-his-face, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And when he died, which was fairly recently, it was about a year or so ago, everyone in Hollywood, not everyone, but all the cool people in Hollywood dressed up as vampires and walked westward down Ventura Boulevard, Ventura Boulevard, whatever, yeah. Same fucking shit. And everyone remembers Crazy T. And Proto-Man Be Awesome says, in your basement. That's right, I'm in your basement. I'm not talking about south of your physical location. I'm in your basement. That was actually one of my favorite ad-libbed lines of all time. Max is here too. We literally have pretty much the podcast in this stream. So Max is here. He says, yo, Tolstoy, what's your opinion on Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy VII was okay that one time. I don't know, man. I played it at a certain point in my life, and I was kind of a scene kid at that point. Or whatever I was an angsty little 20-year-old, so I gave it a pass then, and I've got nothing against... No, I have a lot against them. It's not my favorite video game series, and to be perfectly honest, I think they ran it into the ground. Is it really even culturally relevant anymore? That team should move on and do something else. Proto-Man Be Awesome says, 17 viewers, and it's not slowing to shit. It's a good day. So... I'm starting to wonder if it's not really my internet or YouTube. I think it's the OBS program, because it seems to run even when I am recording things, because I tried to do the Joker / Last of Us video, which doesn't make sense, because how was I able to record the footage of me reacting to the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer? That ran smoothly. I don't understand. What's changed? This is why I don't like technology. Every fucking day I go out to my car, and it fucking starts, and I understand why it starts, and if it doesn't do that, I have some ability to reason why it's not doing that. But every fucking time, I get on something fucking change. The settings change. Maybe someone's dicking with it from the internet. I don't fucking know. It's okay, man, it's weak. I should have used more. It's okay. I'll give it this. It tastes better than black coffee usually does. Oh, actually, it's pretty delicious. Maybe I was just dehydrated, in which case this is not going to help me. But nobody fucking cares about that. And Voss is quick to point out, Dicky Dido. Dicky Dido. Patrick says, yeah, they heavily advertised it here as a kind of Stranger Things in Germany. Well, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. Stranger Things, you would think that I would like it, and everything about it, you would think that I would admire, but for some reason, it just can't keep my interest. I tried. I watched, almost the entire first season, but by the end of the first season, where all the ghosties and goblins come out, I just don't give a fuck. I'm just like, alright, I don't fucking care. I don't understand why, because it honestly is the exact thing that I'd want to watch. You would think it would really be the salve on my, the salve that I need, but for some reason it didn't do it for me. So I've tried twice. I don't think I can get into Stranger Things. I'm willing to give Dark a slightly longer try, but so far it's kind of being really, it's being not needlessly complex, but pedantic isn't the word, but kind of, that's what I'm looking for. Fuck, quit jumping around, quit making all the characters the same goddamn character. Can something happen? I don't know. Do you think medicine is evil? I'm just going to ask a random question. No. That's like asking if guns are evil. The tool by nature is not evil. The people using the tool is bad. Just look at silinaminifide. Do I have to get my phone? Silinaminifide. The thing that was totally... it was a medicine that led to the 1938... clean, something pure, unadulterated food, cosmetic, and drug act. Maybe it was just the 1938 Cosmetic Food and Drug Act, because it was perfectly fine in its current form, and then some, 1930s drug company put it in some kind of, dissolved it in glycerin to see if they could make it, in a suppository version or some shit like that, and it turns out that makes it absolutely fucking deadly. So, medicine, like as a whole, like all medicine, like no. But unfortunately, the infrastructure that is required to create advanced procedures, techniques, cures, can also end up becoming sort of a dogma. And so you will then get, an establishment that rejects any doctor's thesis that, marijuana, CBD can be used to blah, or, if we just blah, blah, blah. I mean, and then it becomes this big bloated thing that won't move. So, for example, the Japanese have already figured out they don't use CPR, they use CCR, yeah. Born on a bayou. No, not Creedence Clearwater. They use something pulmonary. No, wait, CPR is something pulmonary resuscitation. They just pump on your chest. They realized, they did multiple studies, and they found out breathing into the patient's face does not fucking help them. You are wasting critical time. You could be pounding on their chest and bringing them back to life and thus not giving them brain damage. We here in America are still going like, no, you got to breathe on them. Done says so. Because, well, we're slow to change. Actually, that's something that Francis Fukuyama talks about, where he talks about ingrained and entrenched interests are slow to change. There's probably a good reason for that. If we just adopted every new thing that came along, well, we'd be America right now. So, night, everything jumped, and the bass is jumping. Nighthawk North 94. That is the edgiest Nighthawk North 94. It's not bad. I found you years ago when I bought a lighter off of eBay and searched it on here. Some Tiger lighter. Don't remember the name. Yeah, it was called Tiger Butane Lighter. That was some weird-ass cheap Chinese whatever it was. Jorge Rodriguez says, Jack and coffee's a nice start to the day. No, it's not, because it's not fucking Jack in my coffee. It is Jack flavored coffee. I'm not an alcoholic anymore. Get it right. So, anyway. Oh, no. Voss. I don't know what you're talking about, and I think you better clean that up. You better clean that the fuck up. I'm going to disappear, and it's going to be your fault, son. Oh, no. Yeah, the IP gang almost complete, just missing the radish and the shape... Oh, Jesus Christ, the shapeshifter. Fuck, mate. Fuck the shapeshifter. God bless you, man, wherever you are. Maxwell says, no, it's not relevant. I'm a died. You are a died. All your base are belong to us. I died in the whole FF fan. Loved the series until 12, and it sucks since then. I'll still play the new ones because I'm me, though. So, I think one of my favorite animators on YouTube, I forget what his name was. Shit. Crap, what was his name? He did a shitty series called Brothers, and it was literally just him trying to make it through animation college while living in a trailer with his family. And so therefore all of the story centers around him in a trailer with his family in like rural America while trying to go to, he maybe was an online school for animation, but his animation was good. And, or I liked it. And he did one whole episode dedicated to him and his brothers just sitting in his room playing Final Fantasy 12 and talking about why it's shit. And it's just like he brings up the main screen and everyone has high levels except for Vaughn. And like the one dude who really doesn't understand anything about the game is just like, why is that dude's level so low? And he's just like, because it's Vaughn. I fucking hate Vaughn. Everyone hates Vaughn. And he just like brings up the load. He like reanimated the fucking, he reanimated the scene where those big golems or whatever they are beat the shit out of Vaughn to knock him out with big clubs or whatever, and he just reloads that, and he just laughs at it and goes, Vaughn, getting his just desserts. And, like, the camera pans, and his older brother is like, you keep save files so that you can watch a dude get beat. You know what I mean? And it's just, and it's like, and Vaughn has this horrible, like, effeminate accent, and he's just like, we're gonna be sky pirates, and they all start whooping up on him, and he goes, oh, you meanie, oh, as the last one hits him, and, man, I miss that guy. What was his fucking name? Bobbert. Fucking there you go. Bobbert. And, Bobbert did really great animation. It's a shame that he was big on the Newgrounds. Nowgrounds.com. And then he tried to make a jump over to YouTube, and then the algorithm went and denied everyone the ability to get seen. And then we got, the Logan brothers, so. Why don't you all just move to a new website again? I can't, because... Hang on. Christ. I'm trying to do my American voice. You need to put more sugar in the bread. I can't go to the website. My arms are too fat to reach the keyboard. I'll just stay on YouTube and suck big corporate cock. So that's what you guys sound like, because you won't fucking change websites for me. Everything jumped. Any interest in the paranormal, says J. Hearn51. A little bit, yeah. When I was a kid, I was really big into it. I was, what was that? Who's the guy from Invader Zim? Not Gaz, but his, the brother of Gaz. Fuck. Yep. You know, that guy. Dib. I was a bit dibbish when I was a kid, and, I definitely believed in the demons and the ghosties and the goblins. And then as I got older, I started getting into a lot of like YouTube atheist videos, and I started realizing that shit's probably not real, and I left it alone for some time, and then I started studying different occult philosophies while also researching theoretical physics. And while I definitely don't say that I can believe in ghosties and goblins, I definitely can say that I believe in some pretty fucking out there shit now, based on some shit that CERN is doing, based on some ancient knowledge, but I don't feel like discussing it. I need to write it down, though. I actually have a pretty interesting narrative. I really wanted to talk about... It's kind of an awkward segue, and I'll have to put a pin in this because I don't think that I can do it justice right now, but I just recently watched that Netflix movie of the anthology Black Mirror, the one called Bandersnatch. First of all, it's a fucking masterpiece. Second of all, it took me by complete surprise. I wasn't expecting it to do anything like that. I'm not going to tell you guys much about it because I just don't think that I have the time to talk about how great it is right now. I would recommend you go watch it, or play it, I guess. And just know that that's something similar to something that someone told me in a Spirit Quest. So, there's that. Maxwell says, feel the same way about Stranger Things. I love The Goonies, Stand By Me, everything it's pulled from, but only got through the first season and stopped. Yeah, see, I was getting more of a Beyond Two Souls feel from it. I think the writers actually admitted that they literally played that game, and they were like, oh. They're like, yeah, we did play a lot of that game when we were writing it, and I'm like, well, it's a better version of that game because it's literally that game minus all of the misandry. So, not every 5 seconds does a male character go, I hate you because I'm man! Man bad! So, that's good, but at the end, so I'm just like, it's kind of lighthearted, and it's a throwback to the 80s, and it's interesting sci-fi, and I don't know. I can't. Doesn't click. I don't really know fucking why. They did everything right, and I feel bad not supporting it. I mean, I guess it gets enough support, but personally, it's like, if someone does something, if any kind of mainstream storyteller does something right, I feel like it's like a dog. You have to praise it when you see it, otherwise that dog will never repeat that action, Patrick says, Stranger Things is a freaking mess, but kind of a beautiful mess. Cthulhu Films. I found out about Dark through a rabbit hole when looking through Hermeticism. Fuck yeah, this guy understands fucking Hermeticism. As above, so below, as without, so within. The world is as I see it to be. I used to think that was total bullshit, and then I started looking at the shit that CERN was doing. And when I realized that subatomic particles act differently based on whether or not conscious entities are viewing them, my entire world fucking view changed. And I was like, holy shit. Intelligent design might be a real fucking thing. But I don't feel like getting into that because the last time that I got all deisty on YouTube, it brought out the atheist boys. And let's just say the fedoras, when they don't when the fedoras start tipping, well, they don't stop tipping, and they don't stop tipping, and they don't stop tipping. Yeah, man, there was a lot of miladying. Not bad. Well, this is interesting. Well, everything jumped. Where did it go? Freak Pit Freaks says, cut your coke with battery acid. No. Amit Pun says, hi. Voss says he needs fucking whiskey now. Okay. Go get your whiskey, bro. Hopping Madman says, okay, sir, I gotta get... I a going go get... Oh, my Jesus, H tap dancing, Christ. Why? Fuck. Okay, sir. I are going. Go get some food for the day going. Hit you up later, brother. All right, then. The medicine question comes from my crazy family. My doctor told me to be put on high blood pressure meds, and I took her advice along with exercise and diet, working on lowering it. My crazy family, part 1 of 2. That's interesting. Look, I would prefer that I would suggest that it's better to not use it and just use the diet and exercise, but preferable to you dying, I suppose, is taking the damn medications. Blood pressure medications are relatively sound. It's not like psych meds. It's not like some of the cutting-edge experimental shit where they're finding out. Now, statins, I would be a little bit suspicious of, Patrick, because statins have a tendency to... I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit. This goes into... I wish I had my copy of the Tao Te Ching. There is a verse in the Tao Te Ching, which, if you don't know, is like the Taoist holy book. It's the Taoist Bible. Ancient Chinese Taoist Fu. And the verse essentially states that there are people who will try to fuck with this world and alter the way that it works, but that they are not destined to succeed because the world is perfect the way that it is, and it's not going to get fucked with. It's almost like a living entity that will fuck back with you if you try to fuck with it. And that is something that I believed before I read the Tao Te Ching, I believed before I spirit quested, and I believe it now. And one of the biggest examples was... So doctors come along and they say, cholesterol's bad for you. It's causing these heart attacks. Well, this is true. To an extent. Yes, people are eating 19 McCheese doubles a day and then doubling over one day. So yeah, that definitely happens. So the doctors take anyone with high cholesterol, not considering the concept that some people might genetically be predisposed to needing higher levels of cholesterol, based on, their genetic heritage. And they're like, here, take these statins. So the statins take out your cholesterol. They keep your body from absorbing the cholesterol. That's cool. So what that also does is inhibit testosterone production, and it also might cause... newer studies now are coming out with a correlation in between these statins and Alzheimer's, because your brain is a wad of fat, and it needs cholesterol to function, and... with lower levels of cholesterol means lower levels of fat deposits in the brain, essentially like basically drying out your brain and causing it to, whatever, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a neurologist, but that's the lowdown, that's the quick and fast, that's the paraphrasing of these articles that I've read. I've also heard that the statins can cause diabetes, that they can lead to the body becoming type 2 diabetic. And but blood pressure medications usually aren't as bad as statins, but that's just an example of how, I don't have anything against medicine, but the problem is that there's a difference, I guess, between medicine and hubris, and there's too many times, and not just in medicine, really, it's the entirety of mankind's history, specifically in the modern day, especially now in contemporary times, people... want to use technology to achieve some sort of, utopia or panacea that they don't realize has a cost. Or just now realizing, everyone in the fucking 50s thought that plastics were going to be the fucking greatest thing that ever happened. Yeah, well, and now look what's happening. Fuck. Yeah. I sort of agree with your family, Max, but at the same time, your doctor's a fucking doctor, so in accordance with my Hippocratic oath, follow your doctor's recommendations. Just try to lower it as best you can with exercise and good eats, and work with your doctor to get off of it. Let your doctor know you don't want to be on it, and just explain your 15-part strategy for lowering your blood pressure. The first season of Stranger Things is... Sorry. I start shouting. I drink the coffee. Then my, nasal passages are and they just decide to start draining every fucking thing. So that's why I kind of sound all stuffy. The first season of Stranger Things is a little hard to stay invested. The most recent season keeps interest better with ramping it up the first episode. But if you can't get into it, it's whatever. Yeah, I don't know if I will ever be able to. JHerm51 says... I don't know, it bumped. it'd be really cool to hear your thoughts on CERN later on. I'm very interested in hearing on that narrative that you've put together. Oh, brother, you don't have time, and there is literally no way that people won't. I don't share it often with people because so few people will fucking understand because so few... Fuck. And then Patrick's like, CIA in the chat. No. The CIA doesn't give a shit about CERN. Or what I think about CERN. And I'm going to skip that comment because can't read that out loud. I don't know. Bruh, you get sober. Jay Hearn says, oh shit, you're on to me. I think the 4:3 aspect ratio might be throttling his views. I don't know how to change that, brah. It's an old shitty fucking webcam. Quit hating. Shagster says, Tolstoy, why does my dad hate me? I don't know, ask him. Freak Pit Freak says, yet every time we try to solve the plastic problem, we kill him and put in the gulag. I don't know what you mean. Are you suggesting that we're suppressing the science? Because, I mean, we know what to do. Just use bioplastics. Several companies are already doing it. We just have to get everyone to actually fucking do it. Oh, yeah. Actually, tastes more Jack Daniels-y at the bottom. Well, I don't know what to tell you, mate. I mean, you gotta take that shit. We got you at a 10, need you at a 4. Like, fuck, man. You're trying to get the views throttled. Let's fucking, let's just keep it funny, Steven. Yeah, okay, I get it. So the old webcam does the 4:3. Well, fuck. First of all, I would get a new one, but will I even be able to stream with that new one? I think you need to think that through. Secondly, you send more money, I'll buy more stuff. Maxwell says, I'm watching your stream on a Nintendo Switch. I regret nothing. One time I went out hiking and climbing at Crowder's Mountain, and there were some dudes opposite. Wait a second, is that going to be... I think so literally we think that they were playing on a Nintendo Switch. And I'm just like, who the fuck is chilling up in the mountains playing video games like a neckbeard? Let's see, was it this one? 2017... No, that's too old. Never mind. This one is 2017. This would have been 2018. Just going through all my journals. Or black. I don't know. Which or which? Oh, this has got to be it. Hell yeah. This one is just full of fucking maps. By the way, this was, I have this pinned in there. I found this at a free book bin. There's a place in Fayetteville, which is the military base town, that I go to sometimes for, like, the climbing gym, and that's about it. I used to go there more when friends lived there, but then they all got out of the army, and they all decided to go live their lives. But there was a really cool second-hand store. I mean, I don't even know what to call it. It's more like a Five Below mixed with, like, a junk shop. Weirdest fucking format. I've looked for stuff for YouTube views there, but unfortunately... Not enough goodness. Anyway, they have a free book bin. In the free book bin, I for some reason find this sheet of paper that has a graph written on it, and I realize that it's God's message to me because it is a graph of all of my adventures. So as you can see right here, it says contingency diagram, and then it says worst case scenario and everything that we can do to go to the worst case scenario. Trying to find the chapter where I went out. No, that's a quote from the Tao. How far back was Crowder's Mountain? That's too far back. Well, anyway, I don't know. But I remember that those dudes called out to me and Hal, and they said, and I quote, you should join our gang. We're called Dolphin Gang. And I said, no, I don't really like dolphins. They use rape as a tool to keep each other in line. It's actually really real. Dolphins are actually kind of amoral and creepy. I don't care. The dolphins. Yeah, they like to sexually assault each other and also people. I get it that they're from a different world, and despite the fact they're intelligent, they'll never have the same morality that we do. But like, fuck them. Like, I don't have to like dolphins. I don't think they're cute. I think they're creepy. And as I shouted that out, the guy went, now remember, we can't see these dudes. They're like hidden behind a rock spire. We're climbing on another end. Like, you know, there's two. We're on the other side of the canyon, and I hear, yeah, that's why we're Dolphin Gang. And I just shouted back, no thanks, we're already in Gorilla Club. And I was like, nope. Voss says, you'd know if I had. I just shoot my mouth off whenever I want, probably why I need to move already. Yeah, well, you know, like I said, if we can just take that down, if we just take that a little bit down in the stream, because as it turns out, I'd like to keep this one so that, you know, my fans can actually remember me by something. All right, this is my equivalent to the whole Breaking Bad, like, leaving my kids money thing. I hope you guys are all appreciative. But in reality, you're like the kid with multiple sclerosis. Not that there's anything wrong. No, he didn't have MS. He had... Yup, not MS. Fuck me. Walter Jr., what did he have? It was, Anyway, but you're more like him. You're like, he killed Uncle Hank. And it's like, no, I'm trying to help you. I hated how his family was like, I hate you, Dad, for risking your life to make us a fortune. Like, it's wrong to make meth because government. You bitch. Okay, Kyle R says, holy fucking sheep shite. Tolstoy, I thought you only streamed on Mondays and Tuesdays. I stream whenever I want, bitch. No, I decided to stream ahead of time because I just wanted something to kind of burn up some time. I do have to do some studying. Got to get some studying done. Got to do some schoolwork. But then later on I'm going to be going hiking. Not hiking, climbing. So I figured I would just use this to keep in touch. I just try to make these periodically because I don't want anyone to forget that I'm still with you guys, and I intend to one day start bringing back the good stuff. I got a bunch of stuff I can review currently, guns, machetes, knives, stuff like that, but it might be a year. Like, I mean, I got to get a new camera. That's for true. And then I got to move out because this place is fucking killing me, but if I can move out onto that property, I'd have a place where I could... Yeah, but then again, once I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I don't know if these streams will be possible. I might not be able to stream again, so it might go back to being just uploads. But, yeah, because it's going to be satellite. That's the only way that's going to work on the site that we're looking to move to. He streams when the ISP gods will allow him. No, I tested my ISP. It's actually fast. It's considered relatively fast for American internet services. I think it's OBS. I mean, and I've had some people look at the specs on my computer and they say it's okay, but, quote, I need more RAM. That's possible. I think maybe I also need a GPU because I don't have one. So, Kyle R says, I'm still drunk Friday night. Voss, you are the only person in America who literally says Fayetteville for the win, can't wait. Everyone else that I know who was in Fayetteville hated Fayetteville. I don't dislike Fayetteville. It kind of reminds me of, Glen Burnie. It kind of reminds me of the shitty suburbs around Baltimore. Doesn't make me angry. I don't give a fuck, but everybody else that I talked to, they hated Fayetteville because I don't know, I guess just because it was ghetto and lacked any kind of cultural relevance, but it's like, what do I care about cultural relevance? In the age of the internet, I can just look up whatever I want. If I want to see the Moscow Traveling Circus, I can look that shit up if I so desire. And once we no longer have the internet, I won't need culture because we'll be trying to survive. Dolphins are cute, but they're kind of monsters, says Freak Pit Freaks. Real talk. I'm not bothered by most land animals. I don't even dislike a lot of insects. Like, I actually, I have a tendency to rescue and release even venomous spiders because they don't bother me as much. I've watched a lot of these channels of dudes who take care of these spiders, and I think that's really cool. But sea creatures, creep me right the fuck out. Because in a three-dimensional space, I feel like the morality that is enforced by physical violence is not there. So on land, a lion realizes that if it wants to eat a baby elephant, it has to fight mama elephant. And sometimes the elephant gets ate, and sometimes the lion gets killed. And this is the natural morality, the master morality of the jungle. But in the sea, things can swim away. I don't know. The sea has... I don't get bothered by most of the land shit I see, even cave spiders. I understand why they look that way. Scorpions don't creep me out, but things in the fucking water are infinitely abstract, Cthulhu-esque, and bizarre. And I think a lot of that stems from when I was scarred for life as a child while playing Echo the Dolphin. Fuck. Max is off to work. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. So there you go. Tolstoy, you need to get a fucking P.O. box so I can send you a micro survival kit. Yeah, so with a P.O. box, I'd have to get it far enough away that I could, I'd have to get it in Fayetteville, so that it would be far enough away that there would literally be a massive radius that people would have to search to find my ass. Because to be perfectly honest, I don't think many people are out there actively looking to fuck with me just because I'm such a small fish at this point. But you never know, Patrick! So you gotta be constantly paranoid, Constantly paranoid in this new, brave new world. And Maxwell just blesses us with the spirit of Paul Walker. All right. Kyle R. says, dolphins are cute, but they are violent during mating season, so they want to fuck and kill. I mean, that's true of us as well. But they're fucking creepy. Walter Jr. had cerebral palsy. That's it. Yeah. Cerebral palsy. Which, by the way, hats off to that fucking show all around. Breaking Bad, one of the things that nobody ever thinks about is, the realistic way that it, portrays families and people and events. And the two biggest cases, I think, were in Walter Jr.'s case, which is, they're just normal kids out there who were growing up with cerebral palsy. And they're normal people. They just, walk a little bit funky. And they have hopes and dreams like everybody else. I mean, I'm not trying to be Sierra Juliet whiskey about it, but I don't know. It's nice to see that inclusion. I always thought that because apparently a lot of Americans can't stand to see any kind of handicap on screen. That actually is almost what gorked Bryan Cranston's last work before, his last big show before that, which was Malcolm in the Middle, almost got canceled because the test audiences did not like Stevie, the crippled black kid, the handicapped black kid, and I think that's really ridiculous. I think it was cool that they included a character like that that more closely reflects the real world. But what I thought was cooler than that was the way that they handled Hank. The character of Hank, the fact that they, I think, so realistically tried to portray the way that PTSD affects people and how these people don't mean to act, don't mean to act rude or removed and don't want to seem, not spiteful, what's the word I'm looking for, annoyed or whatever by their significant others, but, it's PTSD, and he had quite a few incidents that would have caused that, whereas in other American television shows and movies, the cops, they have shootouts of people all the time, they empty the mag on the MP5K, and then they do some backflips and they're okay. But in reality, if you ever get into a firefight, that shit might live with you for the rest of your fucking life. If you kill somebody, especially. One of my favorite documentaries about the Iraq War, the Afghani War. Sorry, there's so many infinite forever wars that I constantly forget which fucking war I'm talking about. Restrepo. And, there's a lot of dudes that they interview who have, who are like, oh, yeah, I'm glad we did it. And then there's a couple guys who are like, and that's when his head came off. And they're like, and just staring out into space. And I'm like, yeah, man, PTSD's a bitch. That is one thing. If I were to ever join any military, whatever, I'd be a pogue. You fucking know I would. Why the fuck wouldn't I want to get all of the skills, all of the benefits, and then not have to shoot at people? What the fuck? I don't understand this mentality of you're only really serving if you shoot at people in countries that I can't pronounce. That I wasn't even there when they made the illegal decision to go to war with them because I wasn't even born yet. Like, so at this point, we've been in the war in the Middle East for as long as Vietnam lasted. So are we just going to do a double Vietnam? Is it like going to be a 40-year fucking war? Is it going to be a 100-year war? Like, how long will we just be bilking infinite money into Dick Cheney's pocket watching him go, oh, we're traitors, liberators. And the stream goes down. I'm waiting for it. Anyway. So Voss says that the depiction of the reaction that Walt's family has in the show when they find out about his doings is realistic, because people are sheeple. I don't know, man. Maybe some people are, but I personally know of several examples of out there pipe hitting family and friends whom would look at that situation and be like, killer. So maybe it is for them, but like I said, I'm not like everybody else. What did I say? I'm not like everybody else. Take it, Davey Dave. All right, that was a reference to the Kinks. I really like the Kinks. Let's see. Always thought your mini movies were great. Any thoughts on doing some again? Yeah, a lot of people have said that. I've tried to start writing a script where I bring back the Sackboys, but I just don't know if it's going to be able to be facilitated immediately. It might help when I move out onto the land. I don't really know. I've thought about it, but I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. And to be perfectly honest, I've got so much shit on my plate right now that I really can't afford to do that. This is the equivalent of, this is the quickest, easiest, and hopefully most entertaining thing that I can do for the time being. I really hope that my fans aren't getting pissed off and bored at me doing these fucking live streams. It's just what I can do for now. I intend to eventually come back to doing, like, park reviews. In fact, I'm going to a park tomorrow. I guess I can film it with my cell phone. I can do that. I can do that. I don't, and it's probably got a good camera. It costs me a fucking shit ton. Fucking obsolete technology piece of shit. But anyway. So hopefully, I'll be able to kind of like break this combo. But for now, we're kind of stuck with my ass. That's why I bought the microphone, because I realized that I was going to be stuck doing this for some time while I'm trying to get my accreditations, while I'm trying to move the fuck out, and while I'm trying to get into better shape, always at the gym. At this point, I'm a little bit, I'm at 170, and I'm noticing the extra fat folds just from bulking. I mean, I'm eating a lot of food, but I'm also working out. It's not like I'm saying I'm just bulking but not going to the gym. Like, I'm going to the gym, and I'm not doing the 2-hour workouts like I used to do, because I realized that's overworking out. I'm only doing about an hour, 15, maybe an hour and a half, depends on the muscle group. Last night was core, and I'm really not feeling it. I can never get enough core. It's like fucking cowbell. Just can't get enough of that shit. I don't really know, because the problem is, you can't really add extra. I mean, you sort of can. I wish I had someone to put a weight on my back when I do planks. But I'm not the kind of guy that will walk up to anyone else in the gym and be like, hey, help my ass out. Because I do multiple plank sets, so I'm not going to bug people. But anyway, I can't wait for November. Because once November comes, then I can start cutting. And then I'm literally just going to fucking lower my caloric intake and, like, run all the miles. Like, it's been so long since I've done a lot of cardio that my cardio warm-ups are starting to feel really great. But I can only make those go for about, like, 10 minutes before I know that I'm going to be consuming too many calories and not enough of those will be dedicated to my bulk. So anyway, Kyle R. says, studying, the autodidact is going to be a psychiatrist and use us as his homework. No, I would never invest myself in such a worthless goddamn degree. So, no. Tolstoy got a good Crossroads of America on these live streams. Yes. OBS causes a lot of problems for streamers. I watch a lot of live streamers and they all hate OBS. Okay, so what program should I use then? You fucking tell me. Yeah, a 400 PC isn't well suited for running OBS. Alright, well, tell me what to do then. Tolstoy, what pissed you off to make today's stream? Nothing pissed me off. I just was gonna make a stream. No. Alright then. My brother got an 800 euro one, and even he has some chugging problems. Christ, mate! Why is streaming so hard? Why is life so hard? And you break, and you take what you get, and you turn it into poverty, and living in Carolina kinda sucks. There you go. There's my cover. Voss says, Fayetteville sucks way less than California, dude. Imagine if you were stuck in Baltimore with no gun rights. Baltimore doesn't have gun rights. With no gun rights and zero job opportunities. People here my age join the military in droves to leave. I don't know, man. Look, it's just Fayetteville's associated with the big green weenie. That's all I can fucking tell you, is that everyone who's in the military who gets dicked over by the big green weenie doesn't, I don't know, they see Fayetteville as, not home. I don't know. Tristan Miller says, the ocean is fucking terrifying. Yes, it is. And then he says, turn on donations, dude. Where would the money go? If I do that, where does it go? Does YouTube just go, oh boy, and take all of it? Because I haven't seen a check from Google Inc. in 2, 3, 4 years. So they clearly stopped. Now, the ads still run on my videos. I get it. No one's watching those. But you would think after 4 years, I might get a check for $50. Now, I have it set up to give me $50 if $50 is... That was the last time I checked. I've not even logged into that. I don't know. If you want to donate, go to fucking Patreon. I'm not trying to be a dick. I love you guys. You don't have to give me money. I don't give a fuck. But that being said, I don't know. I'm stuck on a platform that I am infinitely suspicious of. And it's like... If I do that, will I be getting into more... you know what I tried to do recently? I tried to sell things on eBay to generate some money. And I went on eBay, and eBay has changed. I used to do it back in the day. And eBay has changed radically and become infinitely usurious. And I don't even understand they literally robbed me. I don't understand. I sold an old war medal for $40. They kept my $40. Then they were like, we haven't received confirmation from the other user that you haven't sent anything. And I'm like, yeah, because you didn't fucking give me the money, bitch. And then I said, okay, and I sent it to the guy with a little note that I sent over the internet saying, hey, sorry, I didn't send this. And then eBay went, okay, we're not giving you the money. We're not going to send it to your PayPal. And I'm like, why? And they're like, but you got to pay fees for this month. And then I paid the fees, and they still didn't give me the fucking money. So they literally robbed me of $40. Okay. So I just decided, I'm never going to use this platform again. Click. So I'm never going to be able to... I don't know. I don't understand what the fuck happened. It is... How did it back in the day be such a user-friendly site that I was able to use to sell and buy all of my old video game consoles that got me the views on YouTube, and now it's like, well, I pay you $1 on Tuesday, but you don't know, FICA tax, 3% APR, and then they just fuck you out of your... They just stole from me. It's fucking theft. What are you, the goddamn federal government? So my deal is like, why? What button do I press? And if I press it, does YouTube go, oh, good, I got your social security number, and now, I don't know. The only thing that I'm more afraid of than the water is fucking YouTube, government, and usury. And the stream goes down. Kyle R. says, cerebral palsy dreams is that they can get laid. I had a roommate with cerebral palsy. He was a religious piece of shit that preyed on dumb teens. Don't feel bad for him. He was a holier-than-thou-art piece of shit. Fuck him. Christ, mate. Thank you for sharing your feelings on people with cerebral palsy. Tune in next week. Just kidding. There won't be a stream next week. Yeah, it's just that PTSD causes you to constantly be in fight or flight mode, so very high level of stress and hypervigilance, laughing my ass off, 11 Bs are dumb grunts. You know that. Pogue life for the win. Yeah, I wouldn't say that ever in Fayetteville. Jesus Christ, mate. Why? Fuck. I'm gonna have to start, not reading every fucking comment. Clive Winston says the Kinks are fantastic. Yes, they fucking are. My family would turn on me. They'd turn me over a oh my God. My family would turn on me. They'd turn on me over a bottle of orange juice being put back wrong. You're forgetting that 1/3 kids my age have shitty home lives and families because America sucks. Yeah, well, I can't relate. Sorry, man. I mean, my family's not perfect, but I can't say much without incriminating myself. Goddamn. I currently only do streams, so I get the whole only being able to stream thing. Right. Moving out to the land. Is this the commune still on the table? Well, now that I've learned more about the zoning laws, yes and no. There are other, I can't subdivide the lot for some reason, and there are other plots that I think are still available, but you'd have to buy them, and they're like $15,000, which isn't really a lot of money. But, and then you have to dig the well and get the zoning permits and suck a dick and all that shit. It's infinitely more difficult than I thought it would be. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be easy, but Christ. Either way, originally we had this plan to just try to buy some cheap land in North Carolina and then lay down some, like, modular houses and just try to, like, live together. Kind of like the crew from Firefly. A large percentage of a big quest that I've never been able to achieve in my life has been an attempt to rebuild a family, because my family is going to one day die. I'm the youngest sibling, and my parents are old. They are really old boomers. They had me in their 30s, and I'm 30 now. So, and one day my family's going to die, and I don't foresee that in America anyone really has the ability to make a functioning family anymore. For various reasons that we can't discuss, but I'm pretty sure you already know what I'm talking about. And so I guess my thought process was just to find people that I trusted who were like family, and then to invite them to live close by in a cheap redneck podunk state. But unfortunately, this state is also modernizing relatively fast, so property value is going to go up, so I don't even know if it's going to be possible. I might have to meet you motherfuckers in Mississippi, but either way. That was my original plan, but people keep kicking down my sandcastle. I have different chapters of people that are like my family, like different, you know what I mean, like different, I don't know, sex, different groups that I go to, and one of them was pretty strong, a pretty big tent pole, and then, like, someone just kicked out the fucking pole, and, like, everything fell apart, and it's just like, well, great. You know what I mean? And I still care about these people, but we can't have them in the same room anymore, and I'm like, well, that fucking throws that plan away. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's on the table still, but it'd be hard to facilitate. Let's see. Tolstoy, live streams are often the best way to Tolstoy, live streams are often the best way to get subs. Looking forward to you getting 20k subs. Okay, remember that I had 25,000 subs at one point before YouTube did the Thanos. Secondly, that ain't gonna fucking work. First of all, there's only 21 people watching this shit out of 19,000 subscribers. I mean, come on. We all know the fucking game is rigged. Why do people, like, leave comments like, oh, it's not total track? That's like my parents, where they're just like, and then once you get out from under our wing and get your own apartment, you'll just take flight and you'll be personally responsible and have a girlfriend, and then we'll have grandchildren. And I'm like, no, I'll just be in poverty. It'll be me, but in poverty. It'll be me in poverty with suicidal ideation. You realize that? Like, it's not going to get fucking better from here on out. It's going to get worse. They're going to continue to squeeze me. They're going to continue to try to fuck up my views. They're going to probably, one day we'll wake up and my channel will be gone. That's a reality, is that one day they're going to go, and just do away with me the way that they did away with Mumkey. I'm way worse than fucking Mumkey, I think. Well, maybe I'm not, but still. Sarah says, have you considered making a public Amazon wish list? You're probably the only person I'd actually gift. I think somebody mentioned that once, but does that reveal my address to people? I don't know how this fucking works. I'm an angry grandpa, okay? You have to, I don't want the Google box to know my social security number. So I don't fucking know. Yeah, right, you just have to stream Fortnite. Fuck. I will die before I stream that Zoomer trash. Tolstoy will never turn to Alex Jones. No, son. I am Alex Jones. I want to take off the fucking mask and be like, the answer to 1984 is 1776! Oh, man. Fucking 1776 up in this bitch! Everything jumps. Everything jumps. If you got the feeling, jump up, touch the ceiling. I'll bust him in the eye, and then I'll take the punks home. Feel it, funk it, amps in the trunk, and I got more rhymes than the cops at a Dunkin' Donut shop. Sure enough, I got props. I was visiting some friends of mine in the Northeast, and we were talking about that fucking. I literally consider House of Pain to be like one of the greatest rap troops ever. Even if they only had that one hit, Jump Around is literally one of the greatest rap anthems of all fucking time. And I've never seen the music video. My buddy's like, have you ever seen the music video? And I'm like, no. And he's like, it is literally just all Irish nationalism. And I was like, what? And I fucking looked that shit up, and it's just like, like fucking people playing the drum, or playing the drums, playing the bagpipes and shit like that, and drinking pints and shit. And I'm just like, I feel like somehow the IRA was listening to this. I mean, I know that the temporally that's not possible, but I feel like there's just dudes. You know, I'm not gonna reach for the gun. Dudes at the IRA or whatever who were, you know, who had their M16s and shit were like, "Bweet, bweet, bweet," and just like getting ready to fucking free Ireland from fucking English rule. Ricochet with the IRA. Tolstoy will never. Half of the money goes to YouTube. www.patreon.com/TolstoyKafkaevsky. I used to put the link after every single one of my videos, guys. I stopped doing it because I just figured no one cared. I haven't even looked. I'm afraid to look. I'm afraid that everyone has, like, revoked their money, and in which case I'm eating the cost of this blue. I haven't even withdrawn the money yet. I'm about to roll it over again, so there's $150 if you all kept your word. If not kept your word, I'm sorry. That sounds, I'm starting to get Twitch streamy on you. I'm starting to get like, why aren't you guys giving me more money? I give you gamer girl bathwater. I don't want to be like that. But if everyone kept their pledges, I think is what my Spurg's brain was trying to say, then I should have about $150 in the new month as soon as the new month rolls over. And that's going to cover the cost of the mic. And if not, I'm eating the cost, but that's okay because I've been doing a lot of overtime. But, you know, look. I'm not trying to be an e-beggar, but that's, if you guys want to see more shit, that's the easiest way. And it's, if, you know, if I only get like 300 views, if even half of those people just donated $1, that's $150 a month. And that's enough for me to do some kind of cool shit. And then I could get like a new camera and I could definitely do more shit for you guys. I'm trying to stay creative, but at the same time, I also have so much shit to do right now that I'm trying to get done. So I feel like the Tolstoy show will be better in a year. I don't know. I don't want to say that. I didn't want to like let you guys know it's gonna be a fucking year before I unfuck this shit. But that's kind of what we're looking at right now. But right now, I'm looking into trying to put a podcast back together. So hopefully, I guess it's not going to be a visual podcast. It's literally going to be you guys staring at pictures while we talk. So it's not even going to be as cool as Joe Rogan, although there's definitely going to be that many drugs. No, just kidding. Drugs are bad. So hopefully, I'm just trying to keep you guys entertained. I only do this for you guys. What few of you are left, when there are time constraints or when there are monetary constraints, I have to default to taking care of my own shit because this is not my full-time fucking job. And obviously, number one is me staying fit. But after all that, you guys are a big concern. So I'm not just like taking your money and snorting it. So if you guys want to donate, Patreon is the place to do it. I greatly appreciate it. And I should start putting your guys' names in the in some credits. I see some YouTubers doing that. But at the same time, do you all care? That's extra work. Do you really want me to fucking work? I hate editing. I used to love editing, specifically when I was like going out to parks and shit, but I'm not fucking going out to parks no more. So now editing is just watching my ass. I don't get to see how cool the footage looks of me climbing up a thing. All I get to see is the footage of my ass talking to a fucking camera and then wondering how much of this can be kept or how much of this YouTube will consider fucking heresy. Patrick says, OBS is the best option. You need to throw PC specs at it. There's other software like Wirecast, but it's a bit more complicated. It's more complicated? Christ. James Kaminsky says, I believe YouTube takes 25% of all stream labs. You get to keep all of it. Yeah. I don't even know. Can I turn it on right now? And even so. Do y'all hear that? Y'all hear the psycho dog losing its shit in the dog park? What is it, fighting a coyote? And then it just went silent. Oh, there it is. Good old Yappy Doge. It took 53 minutes to get 22 watching. Actually, there have been about 22, 23 watching this entire time. Oh my god, that fucking dog. The safety wasn't even on. Fuck, I was about to go. Does anyone else hear the fucking dog? Lose its mind? Again, always unloaded. I feel the need to explain that every time and to bash my gun with the crappy metal mag. But, oh, fuck. Oh, buddy. I need to get fuck? I need to get a better version of that gun. Oh my god, that fucking dog. Shut the fuck up, you little yappy piece of shit. It's not even like a real dog. If your dog bounces when it barks, it's not a fucking dog. Miluga says, hey, Big T, oil review? Yeah, no. Oh my god, shut the fucking dog up. Shut that dog the fuck up. Shut it the fuck up. Kyle R. says, I'd live in the Tolstoy compound as long as I can grow and smoke weed. Well, in the state of North Carolina, that's not considered legal yet. I really wish that North Carolina would unfuck themselves, but if North Carolina took the fucking stance of... They've already decriminalized it a little bit. In the state of North Carolina, if you get caught with like anything less than an ounce, they don't give a shit. It's like a $300 fee, which is a really good fucking step in the right direction. But we need to go full pirate-grade libertarian, and just go straight up legalization, and people can grow it and shit like that. If they did that, this state would literally become the new fucking to-go, because it's cheaper to live in Colorado. The gun laws aren't cucked, because Colorado, despite repping out as being, like, it has some of the most... I hate Colorado. I hate California for the same reason. They have some of the most beautiful land in the Union, and cucks live there. And I just feel like it shouldn't be yours then. You shall not inherit, the cucks will not inherit the earth, What do you do if a brown bear comes into your neighborhood? Oh, that's politically incorrect. Go away, Mr. Brown Bear. Your name is African American Bear. What do you do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. And, so, better gun laws, and... My fucking dog. I'm literally going to shoot a dog. I never thought I'd shoot a dog before. That's really weird. It's more like an oversized rat. I don't know if you can hear it, but Christ, it won't shut up. I'm not going to close my window. It's already hot as fuck in here. So Patrick admits to having 15K. Patrick, I'm a rich Tasmanian prince, and I just need you to wire me $15,000, but then after that, you can have all of my fortune. Kyle R. says, 25,000 subs. Wow, I only expected 19.4. Okay, I had 25,000 subs. Actually, I think I had 26 at one point. Then YouTube did a Thanos snap. If you don't remember, they deleted what they referred to as derelict channels. God knows how accurate they were with that, and then my subs jumped down to 19,000. Now, I still don't have a problem with that, if they would just show my shit to the actual subs. The fact that they don't is very suspect, but we've already been over this a million goddamn times. You all are too... I need sugar. Put more sugar in my... You're too much like that to go to a different fucking website. Because I've literally asked, can we please go to Minds.com now? Can we please go to BitChute? And you guys are like, nah. My fans have literally just told me straight up, I wouldn't go to a different website for you. Wow. Fucking wow. Polarec Production says, keep your head up, Tolstoy. Amazon Locker. You can use Amazon Locker and not use your address. Okay, I will look into that. Kyle R. says, time to scrape my bong out. Cool. Miluga, God damn it. So, Patrick says, no, it doesn't reveal your address, otherwise no e-celeb would use that shit. Alright, well, I'll consider it. Voss says, IRA gave no fucks in that war. They were scarier than everyone gives them credit for. Fucking A, dude. The IRA memes... The shit with the balaclava, but the eyes are way bigger than they should be, and it just looks like horrific, and it's like, Seamus, get the gun, or whatever the fuck. It's all that shit. I understand that normies don't like Sonic, but I'm annoyed with the fan base. Why can't there exist a minority annoyed with the fan base? What are you talking about? Mirrorless action is better than OBS. Alright. Sarah, mostly what I want to hear from you is workout shit. Are you helping me with the workout shit? What's going on? Contact me on Facebook. Show me how to do. All right? I need more core stuff. I think my squat form is okay, but I have videos on Facebook of me doing that, and I guess any critique is fine. So, get on that. That's what I need from you. Voss says he cringed when he noticed the safety. Okay, here's the issue, man. I don't keep it loaded, so I don't actually have a need to engage the safety every fucking time. Like, it would be one thing if I were at the range, it would be, but it's completely different. Like, I only keep it out because I don't have a fucking case, and I'm poor as shit. The next time that I go to the range, I actually need a case. I don't understand. They took the case my AR had. They didn't give me the fucking case, and they didn't give me another case. Like, that should actually be illegal. I think in the state of Maryland, you must provide a case. In North Carolina, Dickie Dido. So, the answer to that yapping dog is 1776. Yes, that's right. It's not a brown bear, you fucking racist. It's an African-American bear, even though those bears never existed in Africa. So, it's an African-American bear. Let's throw a soy latte at it. Like, why do people in California... If California has some of the most beautiful land in the... Like, the only thing that trumps that is Alaska. Thank fucking God that Alaska aren't a bunch of fucking cucks, and up there they're like, LOL, automatic rifles, because we don't give a fuck. Thank God that Alaska exists, and hence why I would like to visit the interior. I don't think I could live there permanently, but I just... Lucas says, do you not have central air? We do, it doesn't work. It broke down like 3 years ago, and we asked the people to fix it, and then they came and they poked at it and said, Dickie Dido, and then they started basically trying to get us out of the apartment because they don't like us. We have multiple theories for this. One theory has to do with our neighbors dealing drugs, and they don't do a very good job of hiding it, so the entire hallway reeks of the marijuana poisoning. And rather than just targeting the people who it actually is, they just target all of us. We kind of noticed that our building is the Misfits building. Like, our building is the building for the freaks, which is fine-ish, but discrimination against us isn't. And essentially, what we feel like we've got going on here is we also think that they may hate us because they think we're gay, because it's me and my brother. And we both have the same last name, and we came from a northern state. So we think that the office managers who were, going like, Dickie Dido, they might be them there homosexual types. And so we think that they think that we're gay. Also, they came into the apartment once, and they noticed my fucking virgin wall of Pokemon. You know what I mean? And we think that they think that makes us gay. And yeah, that's fine. You can think whatever the fuck you want, but you best treat me with equality or some shit. But they don't, so... We've been fighting this strange battle of everything breaking, them refusing to fix things, and also them constantly playing little games. One time they said they were going to evict us because I paid the rent late. Here's what actually happened. I turned in rent the night that it was due after the office closed. That's late, everyone. Nowhere in the least does it say that that's late, but that's late. So I had finished smoking cigarettes, and I literally came in with the smell of cigarettes on me, and which I tried to cover up with actual cigarettes, and I literally was just so pissed off that I just walked into the office with my checkbook, and I was like, okay, so what does this letter mean? And they're like, oh, let's see Dickie Dido, and I was like, okay, but the night it was due, though, that's the day. The date had not changed, and they were like, well, see Dickie Dido, because Southern. So I just said, all right, fuck it, what's the late fee? And I just wrote it, and they're like, well, you didn't sign the check right. I'm like, here. And I just signed it, and I just gave it to them. And then after that, it was kind of known we don't like each other. There was another time where rent was due, but I wasn't getting paid until the day when rent would be due, which is fine, but they were going to be closed that day. And I said, now, I know what happened last time. You all served me an eviction notice. So what's going to happen this time? And the one office manager literally tried to get assy with me and be like, well, that's kind of just your problem. And immediately her superior was like... because she realized just how quick I was going to go, okay, in accordance with the 1965 Civil Rights Act, you are now in violation of... And so she went like, well, it's fine. It's not that... They kind of realized how pissed we were all getting because they've been serving infinite notices on our doors, all of ours in the building, saying, hey, we're going to flip your apartments. We need to look to find where the marijuana cigarettes are at. But they don't say that out loud. They say, we have a dick inspection. It's literally dick inspection day at school. They made up the stupidest shit. Like, you have head pigeons. We have to check for the head pigeons. And, it's been a long ordeal. No, I don't have central heating or central cooling. Yes, I realize this is literally a violation of federal law. I don't give a fuck. We're about to get out of here. We got to get out of here. And honestly, I don't want to deal with it because once I bring them in, then they're going to ask a whole bunch of other shit like why shit's broke. Like why the fucking, The dishwasher is fucking broke. We don't ever use it because we just wash our own dishes by hand. Because fuck it, we don't eat on dishes all that much. We'll just either eat something off a paper plate, or we'll just wash the dish by hand. I have a bowl. I got this for coffee. All right, I use this for whiskey. I use this for coffee. I use this sometimes for tea. Anyway, so yeah. That sounds really ghetto. It is a ghetto slum box. This has not been, they've been raising the rent every year. It has not been a good situation. I keep on telling my boomer parents about it. We just need to get out of the property. I needed to get out of the property a fucking year ago, but that didn't happen. So now we're paying more than my friends in Fayetteville were paying to rent for their fucking house. So anyway, that's that horrific chapter. And yeah, I know everyone is like, well, why don't you just, because everyone's always like, oh, well, there's laws to protect you from this, and you can just go to, no, you fucking can't, not when you're a Jew. Like, are you retarded? Like, there was a council that the Nazis set up for the Jews to take up grievances with, the Nazis. How well do you think it worked? I know for a fact if I say fix this or fix that or I bother them, then they'll dicky-da-do up some reasons why we need to get evicted. And they'll say, well, as you can see, there's some blah, 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 blah. And it's just been, I tried to document with them the fact that the drug dealers upstairs had some fucking emergency that caused water to come leaking through the fucking ceiling. So there's probably water damage in the kitchen. Not my fucking fault. I tried to fix that, and I told them about that, but I know beyond the shadow of a doubt when I get out of here that they're going to be like, oh, LOL, you owe us money for the damages to the kitchen. And if they do that, they can just keep the deposit. I don't give a fuck, but anyway. So that's been my long, horrible white trash story. I fit in down here. I'm already white trash. But I don't feel like talking about that anymore. So I'm going to skip past all the comments that are like, you can just put money in an escrow account, or you should tell them to fix it. Like, yeah, that's cute. So let me tell you a story about HR. So this one time, I went to HR to go to bat for a woman who was a lesbian who was being discriminated against for her status as a homosexual. By someone else who also has privileged status. So it was a social justice fucking showdown, and I backed the team that I thought was in the fucking right, because no one has the right to discriminate against someone based on their fucking, sexuality. And this lady was nice to me, and she fed me on several fucking occasions, so I had reason to back her the fuck up. And I told HR, do not read my statement to the person that it is about. Would you like to guess who they read that fucking statement to? And then I spent the next year fighting for my job while this person tried to illicitly fire me. So this whole thing about, well, it's against the law for them to have reprisal against you for going to HR, even though it wasn't even fucking about me. I was backing someone else. And then that person, they illicitly fired that person. They fired that person for being gay. Don't ever let anyone tell you that the law is there to protect you. Why do you think I want the system to fail? Why do you think I want it to fall? It is not there to protect me. It is there to oppress me. It is there to make sure that I get dicked over. So, any of this, well, why don't you just go to that shit don't fucking work, all right? That's the same shit as when we were in elementary school and kids would bully you and they were like, well, just go to the teachers. The teachers don't do shit. I would be better off living in the jungle. You know why? Because your recourse in the jungle is you can stab someone. You can take a sharp rock and go, nah, 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 and stab your enemy, and there is no gubby to go, that was illegal and illicit, and now we get to go into prison and be raped. Ooh, that was some good fucking coffee. Holy shit, this is great. I think I have anxiety because I just don't scream enough. I think if I just, it's like if I just scream enough, then I'll get it off. This is what made the Jones crazy. That's gonna be the name of my Dr. Seuss book, bro. Now I know all the comments below are gonna be heinous, and I know it's gonna glitch once I try to. So here we go. Let's scroll the fuck up. Step the fuck up, Kyle. Good fucking little dogs are so annoying. I won't move off of YouTube. Sorry, says Kyle R. There it is. Yeah. I won't move off of YouTube. Sorry. Loves my Tolstoy. Stay here, please. No. Fuck off. If you love me, love where I go. Fuck off. Dude, I'll go to any website for the juicy Tolstoy content. Clive is a true trooper. Also, Clive, come to Uwari. Are you ready? My car is fixed. I can drive to Uwari now, Clive. We can have an overnight. It's getting a little bit cold, so, you want to do it. We better fucking do it. Mikey, get the boom boom IRA. And then for some reason, Kyle R says, Clive, you have an SKS? I do too. Fucking SKS hipsters. Go full AK. Just not the one that I bought. I'm sad about my purchase. Everyone at school says my fucking AK is bad. Voss says, in North Carolina, everything is over the counter. No case unless the gun comes with one. It was like that for my SD9VE? I don't know what that is. I believe it's a sniper rifle. See, I die before I get on Facebook. Are you doing weighted cable crunches? They're good if weighted planks are off the tape. What are you, a CrossFitter? Are you asking me if I take... What attachment do I use? You're talking about the tricep attachment? The little ropes? And then you want me to do the thing where I kind of bend downward? And that looks like an instant back fucking. I don't know, man. People are... All these CrossFitters, they're just like, yeah, you know how you target that one muscle group? You get on the cable machine, and you take the cable attachment that's a dildo, and you shove it all the way up your ass, and then you clench your ass cheeks, and then thrust forward. And I'm like, no, that sounds fucking awful. That sounds like a great way to injure everything. I think I see some of these, and I feel bad because I see these dudes doing it, and then they think I'm weird because this little guy comes up, and I start, like, doing the same thing that they do, just to see how I feel on a much, much lighter weight. And if it's just not good, I don't do it. The newest, craziest one that I've picked up is the one back exercise where you're holding onto the bar attached to the cable machine, and you basically just move it downward. And that's really actually helped get my... I don't know what those things are of my shoulder blades, but the things over my fucking shoulder blades. Alaska, the land of mosquitoes because of global warming. Alaska was the land of mosquitoes before global warming. Nice try, CIA. Dude, my college campus gives away Soylent for free. Literally chemical warfare. Jesus H. Tap Dancing Christ. This is some 1984 shit. See, Voss says, yeah, if they evict you, here we go. Here's all the comments about that entire tirade that I went on. Have I seen the new Invader Zim Netflix special on Netflix? I have seen the new Invader Zim Netflix special. It was okay. I feel like they really told Jonan Vasquez to tone it the fuck down. I feel like they told him to quit being so dark, and to be perfectly honest, it just feels like he was just memeing his ass off. The fucking moose? I don't understand. Pro tip, sorry, I'm checking to make sure my buddy didn't text me, because I felt the buzz. Nah, it's just Sprint telling me to pay my fucking bill. Fuck you! Nah, I'll pay it. LOL. What was the thing, man? Jonan Vasquez? I knew a lady who was at a convention where that dude tried to hook up with her. If you believe it. And I tried to hook up there. But anyway, so she knew a lot of famous people, man. It's really weird. Texas is a weird place. Only happy merchants sue. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. He kind of has it right. Patrick has it right. Like, look, it's not a game that I can win. It'd be like, I don't know, it'd be like going back to the 60s, and never mind. I don't think, I've already said my piece, and I don't want to go back too far. Voss says, yeah, dick inspection, laughing my ass off. I tried getting an apartment in Cali, and you need 2 years experience for that too, even though I've only been paying my bills and rent on time for 4 fucking years. There's a link. I can't click on it if I go into any other website. It will literally crash the stream. I know this for a fact. OBS is a thing. I know how to fix AC. Does the blower work? Bro, we're not trying to diagnose. I've already had my old man look at it. It's a Freon leak. Like, it's just that. It's out of Freon. So they would have to fix the leak and re-Freonize it. But they're not going to fucking do that. They're not going to do much, except for Radar Apartment looking for the marijuana cigarettes that we don't have. But apparently 700 plus credit score doesn't matter to California. Wow, 700 plus? Dude, your credit score is way better than mine. All right, so then Sarah gives me a workout program. I'm not looking to change programs. I like what I got going on right now. What I really need is just more different exercises, because I need to change up the exercises that I'm doing for the different muscle groups so that they don't get used to what I'm doing. Voss says, God, don't get me started on HR, man. I've been fucked out of 2 jobs over that garbage. Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, essentially this normie, I don't want to say socialist, statist. This normie statist narrative of society is good. Like, well, I don't fucking think it is. It hasn't benefited me. And all of your social and civil regulations have never, ever stepped in to help me. Only ever to fucking punish me. So when I see these memes that are just like, you shouldn't like Fight Club or the Joker because they're antisocial, so you're bad. Why the fuck do you think I care about your... This is, again, we go back to fucking Jack London. Fucking Jack London's based-ass fucking natives who, throughout all of their fucking stories, are just like, yeah, the white man is the devil, and fuck him. Fuck him up his ass. And I'm like, dude, fucking A. My favorite story being, and I talked about this in my review of Jack London novel, Jack London stories, Batista the Red, who is a native who kind of becomes a chieftain, but not after his wife, who he wanted to get married to, who was a white lady, and then the priest said, I won't do it because you a stupid, dirty red man, and he punched the priest, took off with the girl's father, who was a rich man, sent dudes after him. He shot all those dudes, and then the girl died from, like, some kind of infection or, whatever, but she had a kid. And so he has a son, and he raises it in the village that he originally came from. He travels all the way back to his village. He becomes a pretty powerful chieftain, and he's talking to some modern-day pioneer dude, and he's just not modern-day, but, modern for then, like 10 years later. He's talking to pioneer dude, and he's like, so I noticed something. Your God, your Jesus, only loves the white man. He's only here to hurt the red man and to help the white man. So if you profess Jesus in my lands, I'm going to put a fucking spear through you. And... you know what? Fucking based. I understand that shit. Essentially, we've got this culture now of these are our new gods. Here they are, and it's coming unto me and people like me who are we're being told that we're the fucking problem. And their narrative is, well, you need to forsake your gods of your forefathers for our gods, who honestly think that you're shit and hate you. And my thought process is, nah, he hates me, so fuck you. And society is part of that. Society and all of its... society and the government and all of their machinations are there to serve everyone besides me. So that probably informs my desire to go be out in the wilderness, because I find that there is no social constructs in the wilderness. A bear can't be racist. It won't eat you or not eat you based on the color of your skin. A bear can't be classist. A bear can't say, I won't rent an apartment to you because of your credit score. A bear either eats you or you fight it off and it doesn't eat you. It's fair. And guess what? That's literally what the Joker says in The Dark Knight. So to be perfectly honest, you can say, it's cringy and you're just an incel. Okay, fine. So I am, but I'd rather be right and be cringy than be, get patted on my head by Big Mommy Society and Big Daddy Government for being a cuck. The answer to 1984 is 1776. I believe we can still keep this stream, and even if we don't, fuck it, I will go down swinging, bitch! This is great. Classic fucking Tolstoy. I'm loving it. Yeah, everyone's been saying that. I think my buddy Kenny, he texted me and he was like, this is just as angsty as your old shit. I laughed so hard. By the way, big quick shout out to Kenny. He fucking sent me a present in the mail, and when I opened it up, I couldn't fucking believe it, and all I can say is it's gonna be a spooky fucking Halloween. As soon as I finish Resident Evil 4, I cannot wait for that shit. That is literally the most anticipated game, I think, right now for me on the PlayStation 4. On Max's PlayStation 4. Voss says, dude, that last 10 minutes of rage encapsulated my own anger for the past 15 years. Jesus Christ. Excellent. I'm glad that I could help. Clive Winston, do some looking into primal scream therapy, dude. Scream harder. Christ, bro. I'm not that fucking hippie-ish. I mean, I believe that all reality is one entity experiencing itself subjectively, but I'm not that bad. Christ. Oh, yeah, fucking loves my Tolstoy. Okay, I'll move to Twitch. Good argument. Twitch, though. Fuck. I just don't know if I'm cringy enough to be on Twitch, man. I don't have the tits for it. I mean, I know I've been bulking up, but I don't have the tits for it, my friend. Don't have the tits. Clive says he'll hit me up about Uwari. Clive lives close enough to me to go hiking with me, so that's possibly a thing that we're going to do. Tolstoy, AK-47 or 74 or newer? 47, well, if you're going to do a 74, it should be one of those models that are chambered in 5.56. Why get a 5.45? There is no advantage to it. 5.56 is the tried and true of lighter rounds. If you're going to get the 7.62 for the knockdown power, then 47, clearly. Oh, whoop, everything jumped. And the house is jumping. When is Neck Day? Neck Day is part of Back Day, which is Arms Day Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Wing! The Big Igloo. The Boogaloo Boys. So, recently, I watched this channel, AK Guys, and they do a gun meme review. And some of the memes recently have been, I love it, because of Beta. Is that his name? Beta Rourke? Beta Cuck. Who said, yes, we're coming for your AK-47s and your AR-15s. And somebody made, the memes from that are great. And my favorite so far has been the, I forget what the name of the natives of Tatooine are called or whatever. You know, they walk in single file to hide their numbers. But that fucking guy. And he's holding the thing above his head, except for it says random boogaloo noises. And Meme Review Dude was saying, AK Guys was saying, yeah, this really got the Boogaloo boys riled up, and all of a sudden, I, in my brain, wanted to create, I have, like, a lot of projects for television shows that I want to create, mostly are, like, throwbacks to 80s, 90s style of children's entertainment, anything from, like, Care Bears to the Muppets to whatever, and I had this idea for a show now called the Boogaloo Boys, and I want it to be a blatant ripoff of the Scooby-Doo format, except for, instead of, like, a bunch of kids solving crimes, it's a bunch of rednecks with, like, you know, ragtag tactical gear, like fucking, you know, like shitty plates they haven't applied properly, and like the 3% logo, and like, you know, real tree hats with AR-15s with ACOGs, and they all got, you know, wads of chaw, and the dog, instead of being a Great Dane, is a German Shepherd, and like it just goes like, Raggy, the ATF is kicking in our back door, and then they go, zoink, Scoob, and they just run away with their AK-47s and shit like that, and they're called the Boogaloo Boys. These are things that I want for my life. Muluga says, how much is your rent? Currently over $800 now. When I first came here, it was about $700, so it's gone over $100 goddamn dollars. Maybe that doesn't sound like much, but everything fucking costs money. I'm so paranoid about paying bills. I called up my insurance people to pay my car insurance, and they were like, sir, you already paid that. And I was like, well, fuck. I just keep on paying bills, and so I just assume that everyone wants more money. EA and 2K games are dicks. That's an interesting statement. Thank you, Jason THM. Everything jumps. Sarah says, sticking with compound lifts, as long as you're adding weight to the bar incrementally, you might as well milk it for all it's worth before you hit plateaus. Yeah, well, you know, the problem is that I have been upping my my weights and my metrics, but you gotta be really careful because it's a great way to get injured. And I don't fear plateaus as much as I fear injury, because if you get injury, then you're going to have losses. Resident Evil 2 live streams will be fun. Yeah, I don't know how possible. Okay, technically, yes, I could do it through my PlayStation 4. If that's what you guys want to see, I might do it. I might take this month's and invest in a PlayStation camera, and maybe I can hook up this sucker to it, and then we might be able to do that. My problem is the camera will be aimed facing out from my couch, and then you'd be able to see my kitchen, and it's not good. So, I mean, like, if you think this is pretty bad, you know, my room, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Dun, dun, baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. So, yeah. With this kind of intensity, the new podcast will get interesting, probably. I don't know, hopefully not. I want it to be more laid back. I think the intensity is greatly dependent upon what kind of substances I have in my body currently. And goddamn, this coffee is fucking excellent. I don't get it. Yesterday I slammed an energy drink, and I didn't get this this buzz from it. I got fucking, maybe I am overworking out. I don't know. I felt fine as I was driving to the classes, and then as I got into the fucking classroom, all of a sudden, all of this anxiety just hit me, and my hands started tremoring, and I don't even understand. It wasn't a hard class. They literally said, the teacher said, come on, guys, you can't let Tolstoy pull everything for you. You can't let him answer every question. I've been studying for this for far too long. I should have just fucking taken the test, but anyway. Oh, yeah, Mr. Oldman. Hey, it's Mr. Oldman. Everybody, pull out your knives from Mr. Oldman J. Look at that. Look what I got. Hey, Mr. Oldman, send me knives to review. You got enough of them. I seen the fucking gear you got. You can fucking afford to send me shit. I'm just giving him shit. And he says that I would get banned from Twitch in 5 seconds. Yeah, because I don't got tits. If you have tits and you're a pretty girl, you can literally use racial epitaphs and get away with it. I love watching It's a Gundam! And It's a Gundam will always just like show clips of these girls saying things, and then her little beta boy white knight cuck watchers will say, well, she didn't say that word. What she said was grocery store. And I'm like, nah, I don't get grocery store out of that word, to be perfectly honest. God damn, dude. That is how fucked everything is. As long as you're a pretty white girl who got some juicy titties, you can jump on that stream and you can shout racial obscenities. She didn't shout it, but still, you can use racial obscenities multiple times, and Twitch will tank for you. Christ, it is more corrupt than the fucking Catholic Church. I'm dead serious. It is more corrupt than the child-diddling Catholic fucking Church. God, long live William the Orange. Clive Winston says, how much you bench? Well, you want to ask about that. You just can make fun of my benches, bro. My max weight at bench is 145. 150, I pulled it out once with 3 reps. It fluctuates. I dropped back down to like 140 for like a little bit, and now I'm back up to like 145 or whatever. I'm trying to balance out the rest of my packs, because I'm actually pretty happy about the way that it's looking right now. Obviously, you can't see it through the shirt. I have to take my shirt off, and then you'd see my belly, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to freak nobody out. But most of the meat is sitting on the edges, I guess, because I do a wide grip on that fucking thing. I've been told to do a couple different things. I've started doing the recline bench, put 2 barbells together, dumbbells, not barbells, together, and push off of chest, like so. Don't know how I feel about that. Obviously, I do the flat trap. I do that both on the bench and on the machine, because I'm not a purist. I think the machines can help you not injure yourself and get your gains a little bit up. I can do, obviously, more weight on machines. With the machine, the chest press, I can do like 210. But the machine is helping you, so... And, yeah. So, there's that. Oh, yeah, I've also been told to... I don't know about the reverse grip, bro. Someone has told me, grip the bar reversed and push up like that. And I'm like, no. That's some fucking CrossFit shit. I'm not sure how I believe in that. Yo, you ever watch Mike Tyson's Mysteries? Shit's cash. No. Yeah, one time. But no, I didn't think it was all that funny. Oh, yeah, Voss says we're getting closer to figuring out the Far Cry 5 playthrough. We both need PlayStation Plus. No, I'm not gonna fucking buy PlayStation Plus. God damn it! You usurious dogs! Fuck, oh, you gotta pay $30 more before we can succulate and fuckulate. Oh my god, there's always something extra. There's always a paywall. Fuck. Anyway, I just want to live in the forest. I'm gonna go live I can't wait until the grid collapses, and the first person who goes, well, I could give you these rations, but you have to pay me a ration fee, and then I can go, oh, really? And just fucking rape them with a knife, and then they're gonna go, and just die on the fucking ground, and everyone else who watches that will be like, okay, so I will just sell you this for a one-time fee. God damn, it was good coffee. All of this is parody, obviously. I don't believe in anything that my character says. My character is Tolstoy Kafkaevsky. I am not Tolstoy Kafkaevsky. I'm just a normal guy, and I pay my taxes, and I vote for the correct party. You know the one. And I completely forget when people are killed in federal custody under 24-hour watch. I completely forget. I have already forgotten. Environmentalism, people. It's far more important. Gotta know about them their global warmings. Oh, fuck, and Voss is literally subscribed to Mr. Old Man J. It's a benchcraft. I saw the wings. Yes, it's benchcraft, indeed. I live in Oregon, so CRKT M1613Z. Excellent. I'm surprised you can carry that in Oregon, because I would assume that with your laws, you can't, because that's another fucking place. Washington is literally the most beautiful goddamn state underneath Alaska, and it's like, yeah, well, you can't carry a handgun because it might be politically incorrect. You might make the birds upset. And I can't wait till all of you people die. I literally read biblical scripture that is like, and then the Father will throw the chaff into the flame and keep only the wheat, and I'm just like, just like waiting for the day that it finally fucking happens. The Big Igloo. Aw, fuck. Fuck off. Mr. Old Man J says, I'll send you the gear when you send that triple action. No. That was gifted to me by a good friend. I cannot give that up. You also don't want it. It's not a really good knife. It's an experimental concept knife. They shouldn't have even released it. And then Patrick says, I can't hook up the mic to the PS4, just so you know. Of course I can't, because I haven't paid my fees. I didn't know that I had to pay extra. Once you suck a big old corporate cock, then I probably will be able to. Kyle R says, 4.5-inch blade, razor sharp, because I have Lansky sharpening system. My sword is a 34-inch razor blade. Sarah says, off topic, I want to get you a knife from WE to review. It's China, but that... What? S35VN steel, though. What? What the fuck? I don't know what WE is. I don't know what company makes that. And I don't know about China. Well, can you get it off of Amazon? I guess I'll put it. Just tell me what it is. Look, you gotta have an alternative way of talking to me. Facebook is like the only way that I can communicate with my fans by now. Just make a fucking alias. Fucking what's his Fibonacci did that. Come on, man. Help me out. Ronnie the King says, nothing better than morning drinking. I have not been drinking. I have been drinking coffee. Just coffee. Tennessee whiskey flavored coffee, though. And to be perfectly honest, well, first of all, the top is dangerously hard to get off. There we go. Oh, God. I need a cigar with this. I need to make a stronger cup. Actually, no, I don't. Come to think of it, no, I fucking don't. But it actually does smell really good. The taste is okay, but I watered it down a bit, so I can't really say that it's, Tolstoy, I send you a box full of knives. I don't want a bunch of random knives. And I don't know. We Knife Company? I've never heard of that. S35VN equals 2 times the strength. Well, Voss knows his fucking knives. 2 times the strength of mega butt fuck strength of S30 Victor. All right. Well, hit me up with the details. You got to go on the Facebooks. I mean, there's really, ever since YouTube decided to make it impossible for users to talk amongst each other so that we can't discuss their usurious behavior, you got to go on either the Facebooks. There's no other really way to contact me. So I'm not giving out my email for obvious reasons. Anyway, we're eventually going to have a Discord. That's a thing that Patrick set up. We're gonna have to figure that the fuck out. I guess now would have been a good time to test out the podcast, but fuck it, I don't know. I'll give you 13 good karma points if you give it to me. Fuck off. No. I'm not drunk enough for that to work. I'm not even drunk. Out the fronts, I'm not sure what that is. Sorry. Oh, Kyle, OTFs are out the fronts. They're shitty switchblades that edgelords really like, and they're not really effective. Cigar and coffee is still good choice. Yeah, but I haven't smoked a cigar in a million years. I haven't had tobacco in a million years, and to be perfectly honest, if I did, I would probably want a cigarette. Oh, cigarette and fucking coffee. Christ. The French. Oregon is a concealed carry state. Is that what you mean? Is it? Look, it's a beautiful place, but I've basically been told that it's hippie central. Like, essentially, Portland is a fucking disease. It needs to get nuked. LA is a disease. It needs to get nuked. Nuke North Carolina. Nuke fucking California. But also North Carolina. Patrick says, release the Discord. I don't know how. It's on my phone. I don't know what I just kept it on the messenger. We'll figure it out. We should be the first in there. And then, I don't even understand how it works. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm signed in yet. I'm going to have to. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it the fuck out. Man, it's hot. All right, so it's 12:27, and I got to be at my friend's house by 4, which means I'll have to leave at like 2:45, so I got some time. Oh, God, my chakras, my cheese. Oh, yeah. I took the deterrent ball out of my blade, and it flicks out quick. Deterrent ball? Cops didn't care. Deterrent ball? I have no idea what you whippersnappers are talking about. Sierra 35 Victor. November is good. Trying to get my hands on a Bowler Mic 390. Apparently it's better. Okay. You guys are talking about knife brands that I have no idea. I don't even know what it looks like. Honestly, the next knife that I'm getting, if you want to buy me a knife, buy me a fucking, buy me a Spyderco. I want to get a Spyderco Para 2. That's literally going to be the next purchase. Don't get me wrong, though. I'm really struggling with it because I'm really fucking enjoying the action on this. This is the best action on a knife I've ever owned. And it's small, compact, sexy looking. I just wish it was a little bit bigger. But that being said, I don't really need it to be bigger, but I still like that Spyderco design. The only problem that I really had with the Spyderco is that I'm afraid is that the mechanism, the action will not be as good because let's fucking face it, the action on that Mannix 2 was dog shit. Instagram is a good way to communicate. That's where I talk to my fans. I'm not going to go onto Instagram unless they instantly send me a gram of Coke. Voss says, if you take the detent ball you're liable to cut your fingers off on accident. Word. Yeah, I cut myself once when reaching my pocket, but it's on VEC in years, so it's worth it. Put it on Amazon and you got it, lol. All right, I don't know how. I'll have to log into my Amazon and look it up. I guess I'll have to. S3. What is the name of it? What is the model name? I will write it the fuck down. I don't even have my notebook on me right now because I took that to class. Fuck, the one goddamn time that I need a notebook. What's this? Piece of paper? No. It's Gundam instructions. I don't even have a pen. Christ. I'm just in tatters right now. We Knives are like a weird Chinese company that produces Spyderco quality tier, but at Kershaw tier price. That's bizarro sounding. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Ooh, fuck. Kershaw price. Okay, good, says Kyle R. The compression lock on Spyderco is phenomenal. Yeah, it's not. We've talked about this. Maybe mine is fucked, but getting that knife back in, I will get the fucking knife box out for you, wherever I put it. Hang on. Oh. There's books balanced on it. Oh, God. I bet you there's literally sweat. Yep, fucking ass sweat. Swamp ass up in here. Read, wrestle. Alright. Moving these books onto the bed. Yeah. Moving this case onto the bed. Yeah. Open up this case. Do. Okay. Okay. Huh. This isn't actually as much more heavy than actually, yeah. This is a relatively beefy, heavy knife. Actually. Now I think I remember. Now I think I remember why no focus. Focus? Maybe some focus? Too much light over here. Now I think I remember why I didn't like the Spyderco in these little North Face booty shorts. Because the quick draw, getting my hand on that little bit of knife takes an extra fucking second. Christ. I need to get some fucking oil on that. Muluga, your favorite. The Jelly Belly. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Yeah, you think I like that? Fuck. I mean, Sarah's up in here telling us that lean gains aren't a fucking myth, that I just need to increase... Oh. Don't even. Because you watched every fucking video that I made where I was just like, herder, can't get it back in the fucking thing. What, going in the box taught it something? Like, oh, fuck. That's a really good fucking knife. Alright, I do love the Mannix. Ooh, does that mean I don't need a Spyderco Para 2? God damn it all. Fuck. Okay. Mr. Old Man J, what I will trade you for a Spyderco Para 2. Now, how about this state-of-the-art SOG Switchblade? Check that shit out. Hang on. I think it has a safety mechanism. It fucking does, but it's not engaged. Look at that. See that shit? This is made of. I literally just touched the sides and felt like. Maybe you can hear it. Hang on. I'm gonna check. I'm looking at OBS and I'm looking at the sound levels. I'm gonna see if we can. Yep. You can fucking hear it. Christ, that's bad. Where is the triple triad? Now, on the really reals, I might be willing to trade the small Espada. It's in pretty good condition, considering that OS 8 rusts when you look at it wrong. That Pelican case was a great investment, by the way. So, that's a pretty fucking expensive knife. This was like a $180 knife. Collectors. But what I'm not willing to part with, because it was given to me by a very close friend, is, and again, it's not even that good a knife, the triple triad. Interesting concept knife. I'll keep this forever. This thing's, it's not even in good shape, bud. You don't want this. You want the Espada. Or hit me up on Facebook when you want that trade. When you're willing to get ready to get serious, here's my card. And you can't like that character because he doesn't approve of you being taxed at a higher rate to pay for my presents. Whoa. Yeah, it's always a good day when you get to break out the knife case. Let's get that just a little bit up. Come on. Pump. Oh, fuck. Pump it up. Got to fucking pump it up. Come on and slam if you wanna jam. So, yeah, hit me up on Facebook when you want to trade for that. Voss says, WE is okay. I don't know much about them besides the videos Frankie and the Bird have put out on the Birdshot 4 channel. Shout out to Frankie and the Bird. Weenie and the Bud. Kyle R says, it's be annoying if I had to gift all the parts to a mini survival kit to Tolstoy. Tolstoy needs a P.O. box. We can send him toys. Yeah, again, it would be so far out of my way that... Never mind. Hey TKE, I send you the Discord link on Facebook. Maybe we can share it with the chat with people. I think YouTube won't let me post it because they think it's spam. All right, let's take a look here. So what do? Do I type it in? All right. I don't even know if this is a terrible fucking idea, but I'm trusting Pat, I guess, to ensure that this stays heresy-free. So, I gotta make me type shit. I've never typed in my own stream. It's going to be kind of weird. // golf / Bravo Delta capital Hotel Kilo November. Hope that's right. Whizzity wham wham whizzle. Lay some skin on me, dudes. So, hopefully, that will bring all the boys to the yard, and they'll be like, damn, streaming is hard. Goddamn, streaming is hard. We could choke your stream, and we will. The compression lock on the paramilitary 2 is like a liner lock on the back, not the shitty Axis lock ripoff of the Mannix. Well, apparently it's not so shitty a fucking... I don't know. I'm not sure, because I had trouble with it before. It doesn't ruin the knife, but it's a pretty big problem. The other thing is just like the paramilitary has a slightly longer blade, and I don't know why, but recently I've been just kind of wanting to get a bigger knife going on. No idea why. Tolstoy and another person got me into survival from their EDC videos. I wouldn't even say my videos are survival videos. My videos are not... I'm not a cringy survivalist guy. Like, I just like going out into national parks. Like, and that requires certain tools if you want to have a comfortable stay. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I used to be prepared. I'm not now. I don't even give a fuck now. Do need to get a shotgun, though. Yeah, Voss says, you're also in North Carolina where shit rusts really easily. Dude, this fucking state, it's almost like Louisiana. Christ. Clive Winston, can we get a slow-mo waiver pull like the slow-mo waiver pull like the old days? No, unfortunately not. Yeah, you can. Fuck it. Fuck! What are you doing down there, pile of books? This knife almost stabbed me in the throat. Oh, fuck. Didn't want to come open. Fuck. It's seen better days. It's got a lot of rust on it. I'm gonna see if it can even do it. Not really. Yeah, I hate to tell you, the thing that can waiver draw, don't do it no more. Also, it's tearing up my freaking... Yeah, well... Yeah, sorry. These shitty North Face shorts cost 50 fucking bucks, so to be perfectly honest, I'm not exactly thrilled with the idea of tearing them up just to waiver draw. But I tried for you. Uncle Tolstoy tries for you kids. No fucking way. God damn it. Jay Watterson, 69, says, before you get called out for carrying one, look up Benchmade anti-Second Amendment. Why would Benchmade be anti... I don't even believe that. That's like a bunch of people... jumped on Colt because Colt stopped making, just said that they were going to halt production of their AR-15 line, and everyone went like, you see, it's because Colt is anti-Second Amendment. It's like, no, they literally said in their statement, we are pro-anti-Second Amendment, but the market is flooded with these things right now, and honestly, everyone else in the game is making better versions than we are. But I will look that shit up just for you. I can't really do it on my computer because OBS. Christ, it's one of the first things that comes up. Benchmade anti-gun. We asked them to explain. After the news that Benchmade helped the Oregon City Police Department cut some firearms down to fit into smaller boxes to be destroyed, there was an understandable outrage from the Second Amendment community. It seemed that everywhere you looked on social media, they were asked by the police department to help destroy certain firearms. I don't think that means they're anti-firearms. They were just doing a job asked by the police. Maybe those guns were decommissioned, were old ones that were, being used at one point for training and they don't need them anymore. I'm not going to read the whole fucking article, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for now, unless you care to explain. There's always room for a para too, says Sarah. Well, indeed. So, but I've got no fucking money right now, so we'll just have to wait until more people donate on Patreon. Mr. Oldman says, that's fair, lol. So you want to trade the Espada for the para? Because we can fucking do that, depending. Well, actually, you know what? I'm not even picky. If it has a black Teflon blade or nah, I don't give a fuck. Kylar says, lots of wiggle. Yeah. That sound that C3 is making makes me want to tear my eyes and ears off. Please stop. Well, I'm sorry that it's not a gas station knife that goes every time that you open it. Show them the 530, mate. Oh, yeah. Nah, I've already closed the thing down. I don't feel like getting up again. How about a magic trick? I'm going to make your triple action disappear. Oh, my fucking God. Just trade me for the fucking Espada, bro. Okay, Tolstoy, hit you up on Facebook and we can be Facebook buddies. Go for it. Fuck! I missed an H in the goddamn link. This fucking shit. I swear to God, every fucking day. Every day I'm suffering. Okay. Let's fix this again. No, I didn't. No, I fucking did. Okay. Post that shit up fucking again, because I don't even give a shit. https://discord.golf/Bravo Delta Hotel Kilo November. I fix. Counterpoint 1, dude, the Ultimate Combat folder. Yeah, I was recently thinking about breaking that out. I do need to do a review of it, but I want to find something that would allow me to kind of show off its martial capabilities. It's not a knife for, like, kindling. It's not a knife for, cutting rope or setting up, camp. It's not. It's really just a knife for sticking people, and I want to find a way to showcase that without actually sticking people. But then I think to myself, am I basically just being a Cold Steel ad video? But to be perfectly honest, they've stopped making those videos. I wanted to watch one recently. What happened to Cold Steel? Are they bankrupt? What happened? I feel like they haven't come out with anything new in a million years, and did they go under? What is wrong with Cold Steel at this point? Your EDC video was like 7 years ago, so I've been studying since then. Fuck Benchmade and all their apologists. Wow, bro. You just mad because you ain't got that Benchmade money? Hoes mad. No, I'm just fucking kidding. Like I said, if you could explain yourself. I'm not going to read the whole goddamn article on air. Maybe I'll do it later. And again, I'm more of a Spyderco fan, but the Mini Grip has been an amazing fucking knife. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it hasn't been. Still not good enough to run out into the forest naked and make a fire yet. So, damn it, I don't have the book. I put the goddamn book back. I literally had it over here for the longest fucking time. Most people will not have that ability ever. This fictional survivor man who can go into the woods with only a knife, and like there are very, very, very few people who actually will ever have that capability ever. It is not something that I think most people should aspire to be. I think that's some kind of like modern Hollywood bullshit. You know how many tools the American pioneers brought with them? You know how many tools the American pioneers sold the natives who really liked those tools? Like, there's a reason why. Humanity likes fucking tools. I agree that there's a certain point where you become like a gear queer redneck who is legitimately like, I got my TV with me, and when you bring your house to the outdoors, that defeats the purpose. But there's people who are like, oh, you only can start a fire with a bow drill, otherwise you're just, oh, okay, bro, all right, go be edgy someplace else. Mr. Oldman J says, gotta go, keep up the content, mate. I will, once you trade those knives with me! Can I help you make that review? I've literally been carrying that knife for a year. Yeah, sure, I don't see why not. We usually do kind of a crossover call whenever we discuss particulars about the knives, because you know more about their stats than I do at this point. You're that kid that, like, found out about EVs in Pokemon and was just like, herder, or this makes the difference, and I'm just that kid who's just like, but I love you, Pikachu! Clive's like, we let the FBI win? We have a Discord now? I suppose. Here's how this is going to work. If you see no evil... In fact, Patrick, I don't know if this is possible to do this on a Discord, but this is what I'm commanding now. The Shinto symbol of hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil shall be placed on a banner. Is that a thing? Can you upload a picture? Is that how that works? Can you theme this? Can you decorate it? Because that's what I want it to say. I want it to say, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. We shall not mention anything that is not heavily layered in illusions and memes. Nobody come right the fuck out and talk about people who, suicided themselves. All right? Because the second that shit gets fucking creepy, the second that some person is just like, so what kind of incriminating things would you like to admit now, comrade? That is the time where I will find a way to delete that shit. So. And comments have pretty much dried up. Oh, okay. Patrick has server rules. I don't even understand how that works. Fuck it. I'm worried about if I click on the link and open in a new window, but we're going to fucking do it. If this crashes my computer, it's what it's going to do. I will be able to see this. You will not be able to see me looking at this. The TKE Discord. If I had like a, you know what would be like dope? I could just like show this thing a fucking mirror. Huh, there's 3 online. Oh, wow. I think I have to make an account. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that yet. Okay, I will use a... I wonder if you can make like a temporary. Let's do that. I'm going to make a temporary name. I don't know. I'll be Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation with a black-haired flamenco dancer. I need to fucking re-listen to that song. It's a good fucking song. Do you remember the 90s? I remember the 90s. You just let me right the fuck in. Oh, wow. Okay. If I could just get a mirror, I could show you what I was looking at. You know what I mean? Because you can't see it, because I can't show you, because OBS is a piece of steaming dog shit. No. Okay, it wants me to make a fucking account. Alright, we'll do that fucking later. I'm not doing that right now. Not doing that right now. Kyle R says, I'm in the Discord and the FBI and the CIA gave me the link. I'm sorry, do you mean Alphabet Boys, sir? The Alphabet Boys? Sarah says, the Counting Crows is still it. Well, in that case, ma'am, you have good taste. You have good taste in 90s music. I feel like, I don't know why, in my brain I thought you were a Zoomer, but... Oh, maybe you are and you just like boomer music. We're not fucking boomers. Stop calling us that. Fucking Zoomers destroying the goddamn narrative, calling us boomers. You don't understand. We're not. The boomers came before us. So. Alright. This stream is at 2 hours and 6 minutes. 7 minutes, technically. And I have gotten all of the autism out of my system for now. And I think this was a successful one, but I need to move on to do other shit with my life for a small amount of time. Oh yeah, you can use the Discord for sending out pre-stream notifications. Okay, word, that will actually very much help, and I can start doing that like an hour before I do this fucking shit. So I guess go to... Where's my goddamn notebook? Fuck it, we'll do it live! Fuck it! Where's my sequence? I know I have my sequence. Here we go. I should have a fucking large enough. Alright, we're gonna write down just in case you don't feel like digging through the fucking comments. Need to find a good page for it. I really like this thing, actually. Hey, look, a bunch of notes I took on illicit drugs. I mean, legal drugs. Well, technically, I mean, it's botanicals. Do you know that you can make Molly out of sassafras? It just requires such shit that I would not possibly be able to ever know how to do it. I don't have a writing implement. Does this pen still work? I highly doubt it. In lock. Tango, Tango, Papa Sierra. Discord. Golf. / Capital Hotel. Mini Hotel. Kilo November. Alright, hopefully you guys can see this. I almost just put my pen back in my coffee cup. Let me see. Hang on. I'll have to switch to this for a second just to... Alright, focus in. Here we go. So, HTTPS semicolon / discord.golf / Bravo Delta Hotel Tiny Hotel Kilo uppercase November. And if you go there and you invite all of your Alphabet Boy friends, and then we can finally get the Boogaloo going. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.